welcome to the Team Tiny Scrappy Boy Stamps video hop. This is Shanna from Caffeinated Craftiness, and today I'm going to be using Scrappy Boy Stamps Away in a Manger stamp set. Super adorable set that includes a manger, the three wise men, little baby Jesus, Mother Mary and Joseph, and then some cute critters and other sentiments as well. In addition to the stamp set, I will also be using some ink on 3 inks, including the blackout ink for my Copic coloring, Sweet Petunia Pink, Trinity Teal, Peacock Blue, and I'll also be using Bee Sting Yellow. In addition to the inks, I will also be using some stencils. One is from, actually they're both from Trinity Stamps. The one on screen is my A2 Circles foundation, and then I have one of the 2 stencils included in the Ray of Sunshine stencil set. My favorite thing about the A2 foundation stencils is the fact I get the stencil and the masks in the kit, so I'm able to do multiple things with them. So to start the card, I'm going to start with a piece of 5" by 5" white smooth cardstock, and I'm going to tape it to the back of my circle foundation stencil. Starting with Sweet Petunia Pink and a blending brush, I'm going to go ahead and blend the bottom third, and then I'm going to add the Peacock Blue, and then lastly the Trinity Teal. For my blending, I tend to go back and forth between my colors until I'm happy with the gradient I see between the 2 different colors. I just kind of want a smooth transition in color. Once I am done blending, I'm going to be able to take off this stencil and then add the circle mask back on top. With my ink blending finished, I'm going to go ahead and take that mask piece that comes with the stencil kit and go directly over my stenciled piece and then layer my Ray of Sunshine stencil right over the top. This is going to allow me to stencil around that circle without getting any of my yellow onto that center circle. I am just taking a blending brush now and applying the Bee Sting Yellow all over those rays, so I kind of have like a sunburst effect behind or coming out of that center stenciled circle. Pulling off the stencils is always one of my favorite parts of the project because it's like the magic reveal. I love how this sunburst looks behind that circle. It just adds an extra bit of fun to the card. Next, I'm going to bring in my images, and I pre-colored these to save some time with my Copic markers. I chose to do the little baby Jesus, the adorable sweet angel, and the North Star. We're going to call it the North Star as well. I'm positioning these kind of with a rule of 3, meaning you want to kind of make a triangle with what you're adding to your card because it adds something to draw your eye to. At the last minute, I remembered I wanted to add some Wink of Stella to my angel wings and my North Star. This might not be a Wink of Stella pin. It's actually, I think, one of my Nuvo Shimmer pins, but it is just like a clear holographic glitter that's going to just add an extra bit of sparkle and shine to the images. After I've applied that little bit of shimmer, I'm going to take a wet adhesive and just glue my pieces straight to the card. I thought about using foam tape here, but in the end I decided to keep it flat because I wanted to add maybe a couple embellishments and I didn't want the card too bulky to go through the mail. The next part of the stamps, I actually kind of went back and forth with what I was going to do for my sentiment. All of these sentiments worked really well with my images, so I struggled to figure out which one I wanted to use. In the end, I ended up choosing to use Oh Holy Night, though I thought I was going to use This Joy to the World right there. Either would have worked beautifully for the card, but I decided I just wanted a simple one kind of squared up along the bottom of the card instead. So I decided to center Oh Holy Night directly underneath my little trio of images, and I just decided to stamp it directly onto my panel using my Misty. I grabbed my Misty and my VersaFine black ink to do this because it's kind of like my trusted friend on both sides. The VersaFine ink works amazingly well for detailed sentiments, and I rarely have to stamp more than once. But in the event I do stamp more than once, it's all positioned in the Misty and ready to go. To finish up the card, I decided I wanted a little extra shine matted behind it, so I picked some silver metallic cardstock, and then I grabbed my card base. My card base measures 5 inches square, and then the silver mat was 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. I am just going to adhere it all together with a wet adhesive, and then my card is done. Well, almost done. I am actually going to add some embellishments at the very end, and you will see that it's going to be some glitzy gray, I think that's what they're called, glitzy gray baubles from Trinity Stamps. I liked the idea of just scattering them maybe a little bit around the star, just to add a little bit of extra interest. So I really enjoyed making a square card today instead of my normal A2 or slimline. Let me know in the comments below what your normal go-to card size is for creating. Do you like square, shaped, A2, slimline? I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I'm glad you stopped by, and I really do hope you hop along with the rest of the Team Timey team as we celebrate the Scrappy Boy Stamps Team Timey video hop. Check out my description for more information on how you might even win a prize. I hope you have a great day. Thank you, and goodbye.